Well, welcome to Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbao. Let's start off with the Black Queens, and they made a bright start to the qualifiers for the Olympic Games, defeating Guinea by 3-0 all the way in Conakry in Guinea. And the Black Queens scored twice in the first half and added a third in the second half to secure that crucial away win in the first round of the qualifiers there. We're playing the Guineans again on Tuesday, July 18th at the Grassroot Stadium in the second leg of that qualifiers for the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Now, the Right to Dream Academy's commitment to identifying and grooming young talent in Ghana could be set for a new turn as they take a keen interest in girls as well. They held a girls' trial last weekend, and Joy Sports Lawrence Vedu was there and came through with this report.
The trial, which took place at the Magdan Astroturf, saw hundreds of young girls between the ages of 9 to 15 make themselves available to impress the coaching staff of Right to Dream. Despite the intention of the academy to first identify talents, it was also a way of creating an environment where females could have fun by playing amongst themselves. Speaking to Joy Sports following the end of the trial, Kylie Parsons, who is a women's and girls football strategist, revealed the purpose of the event.
So we wanted to create an event where girls could come and feel safe and play with other girls. We've done a lot of boys events, and even at the academy we have girls, but a lot of them have been scouted through events with the boys, and we wanted to have an event with all girls so they could, be comfortable playing with other girls and in an environment where they can be their best. So that's why we did this today, to have girls have fun, to create a fun day, but also to look for talent and inspire the next generation of girls coming through.
Kylie also added that those who were fortunate to be selected will be given the opportunity to go to the academy's house to continue the process.
Yeah, so some of the girls here today that has showed a lot of talent and that we see have potential, they will come to the academy in a few weeks' time for a residential trial. So they'll stay for a few weeks, and then we'll see how they are football-wise, academically, how they kind of fit in, and then we'll determine whether they receive a scholarship at the Right to Dream Academy.
The Right to Dream Academy has been a major contributor to some of the players that have come through the various men's national teams in recent times, with Mohamed Kudus, Kamaldeen Sulemana, and Ernest Nyama being the latest. However, the managing director of the academy, Eddie Mensah, believes it's time to focus more on women's game, while also adding that patience has been the rationale behind the academy's success.
This is to improve the players and the talents that we get. We want to make sure that the opportunities are available for those amazing talents, both on the boys' side and the girls' side. And that's why today's event is so important, because it's another sign of our commitment to girls' football development in Ghana. And I think the main thing that has made us successful is that we are patient, that we think long-term instead of short-term, and we make sure that we're investing the time, the energy, the resources for the long term. And that's why we have managed to be so successful over the time. But we still want to improve. We can never rest on our laurels and think that what we've done so far is good. Constant improvement is a mark of what we do.
Right to Dream will be looking to produce more female talents after Princess Malfo joined FC Nordjylland.
Yeah, so that's the Right to Dream. Very nice initiative there. Let's talk about some grassroots football. And the Accra West District Football Association is organizing the Middle League final tomorrow at the Rindolph Park. Now, the winner of that final will qualify to the Division 2 of Ghana football. And still with me is Farouk Zakari, who is the chairman of the Accra West District Football Association, and Patrick Zuma, who is the president for Zoom Football Club and also a member of the disciplinary committee. Gentlemen, thank you so much for making time to join us tonight on Prime Sports. Mr. Patrick and Mr. Azuma, thank you very much for joining us. Now, we're going to get into the final proper, but let's talk about grassroots football. And let me just appreciate exactly what you do at your level the Accra West District Football Association. Of course, we are familiar with the Ghana Football Association, and then there is Accra West District Football Association. Okay. What do you do at your level?
What we do is we bring on talent like juvenile league, coach, be it third division also. So we organize the juvenile leagues from the district level, and then we organize it through the Greater Accra region. Then from the Greater Accra, when you graduate, then you go to the Division 1 or 2.
So basically, you are the
grassroots.
The grassroots. You are the fundamental of Ghana football. So if there is any problem with Ghana football,
then
a lot of people raise questions about the fundamental of our game. And Mr. Patrick, you have been in that grassroots space for so many years, I believe, over a decade now, right?
Yes.
Great. And I'm sure you've worked closely with the Accra West District Football Association. Yeah. And there have been concerns in recent time about the performance of some of our national team, the under-20, the under-23, and questions have been raised about the fundamentals of our game. What would be your assessment of the fundamental of our game at the grassroots level? I mean, taking into consideration the area that you find yourself.
I think the FA is doing its best, but it's just that it's just too small for us. The grassroots need just at the recently held FA Congress, they were mentioning a lot of goodies for Premier and Division 1 clubs, but you didn't hear same for us. We pay officiating fees, we register our players every season. Nothing for us. When a player gets to the top, nothing comes to down. That is our only problem.
So there's the funding for grassroots football is quite a challenge.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Interesting. But so if the FA was to channel resources to grassroots football, which areas will you ask them to focus on, Mr. Farouk?
On football pitches, we need more pitches. And then football. These are the main things. Football pitches. And then how we go through our systems. We have a challenge in our systems. Like on FIFA Connect, these days they're trying to fix it. But at least we're having the challenges on it. And we're praying to our General Secretary that they should see it to us, because the children are someone's children. We don't have total control over them. Some you might go to their house and ask them about their date of birth. Some they don't know. You have to go to the registrar and birth and death before you get those
vital information.
You see, very huge. And we don't earn nothing. We don't gain. We rather put our money into the system. And one thing is, you cannot say, I'm backing up. Because you invest. But you have nothing to gain from there now. You see? So what we're trying to say, they should help us in terms of things. And then some will also go to the parents. The parents should also help. You see, we have a problem in Ghana. If you have a child, your child go to school. You, the parents, take care of the child, right? Okay. And we, the coach football clubs, we don't gain anything. We train people for nothing. Because they are minor, you cannot charge, you cannot do anything. Maybe he plays your team in a year or two. The parents will come. No, I want my child to go to another team. You have nothing to do because he's a minor. So he cannot sign. It is the parents who have control over the children. You see, so basically it's like I'm working for free. Do you get it? But previous times when we also have control, maybe in a year I can sell a player. But then I know if I'm putting all, I'll do.
Yeah.
But now people think, hey, if I invest in this guy, and then within a year or two, the parents come and said, it's my child. I have control over the child. What will you do? Which means you earn nothing. You're going to wait for so many years. We don't make sales, but we buy boots, we take care of some of the children, their school fees and whatnot. And look at it, every day we spend 2 hours on those children. 2 hours in the day. They come to training, I think, from 3:30. We close 5:30 or 6. And water. You know how much they sell sachet water. my pack, I spend 4 sachet waters every day on a pitch. And beside that, you give transport. Transport. And after you do all these things, the parents will come. Oyameba, what will you do?
You can't do much. You can't do much. Let me come to you, Mr. Patrick, now. But of course, there are genuine challenges with the grassroots football. A lot of people are saying that we need to pay attention to grassroots football if Ghana football want to get to the level it really was some years ago. But can you say, in terms of talent, in terms of real talent, is there real talent at the grassroots level? Because some people are wondering, is there any talent at all? For which reason we should invest and even spend money there?
My brother, I can tell you we are born with talents. You know, where we are coming from, Accra West, we are the grassroots of Ghana football. We have produced a lot of people to even show the people that, yes, we can do. And we are still doing it. We have not stopped. It's just that we don't have the funding, the backing. The motivation is not there. Right now, anybody who is doing good grassroots football is just from the heart. Yes. You just do it and hope that one day something comes out of it.
Yes. So, I mean, you made reference to what was said at Congress. I mean, I'm not sure if you were there yourself, but I'm sure you monitored it. Was there anything that the FA president said or anything that was discussed that you found some element of hope in that it could come to help you at the grassroots level?
As for hope at our level, no. Because I thought that a Premier League club whose player is able to go to the World Cup and earn even so much
$200,000. That's what Asante Kotto is getting. Yeah. So he's getting in excess of $200,000.
If they can get such an amount, and you still come to Congress and say, I'm giving you 40 footballs, and the grassroots club, 0 football, it doesn't sound good. And it is this football we use to train the boys.
Yep.
And so when it gets to that point and the boy is not doing well, you can't blame us. As for us, we are doing our part.
But in terms of getting your concerns across to your mother body, the Ghana Football Association, I mean, to what extent have you been able to channel these concerns to them, so much that even at Congress they were not addressed? Have you sent it to them? Have you drawn their attention to some of these challenges?
You see, we have been doing that. That is why I could see they even try to do a certain thing for us now. Previous, no. But now they're trying to do something. Then we also appreciate a kind of situations that they do for us. Things that the implementation of something, so we can see there is a light under the tunnel one day, maybe as within a few times. But what we're thinking of, they should think about us a lot because we spend a lot. Look, let me tell you something. Accra West, we started football. Coast football started from Accra West from 1931 up to date. Accra West football have raised a lot of good footballers and even captains for Black Star. All the proper captains, which have captained Ghana, that we've been able to have medals and whatnot from Accra West. You see, so what we're saying is, they are our mother bodies. They have been trying to us. They try to do a lot of things for us. But what we're saying now, they should do more. We know they are trying.
Yeah.
They should do more.
But they should do more because the challenge is huge. Let's come to the final tomorrow. I mean, so which teams are playing in the finals tomorrow?
Abo Arsenals.
Abo Arsenal.
Abo
Arsenal. Okay. And
Adabraka.
Okay.
Elders.
Wow. Adabraka Elders. Interesting. The Elders are playing football. That's an interesting. So, I mean, so what was the process leading up to the final? How did they end up in the final, basically?
Yes, it was. We have 40 third division clubs.
Okay.
So we zones them into 4 zones. So after first and second at the end of the league season. First, we picked first and second, and then we grouped them into A and B zone.
Okay.
So they fought from the A, and another also fought from the B. So the end of the first and first come to the finals, and then they meet, then they play. So
that's how they go to the finals. Yes. Interesting. I'm sure tomorrow you'll be there yourself at the Accra West District Park. I mean, what should we expect in terms of quality of football, excitement, exciting football at the grassroots level?
These two clubs showed from the beginning of the league that they could win the league and they could qualify for the second division. In fact, there are two teams that are molded for second division. In fact, and we should be grateful for the sponsorship by our sponsors. Yes, my chairman will say more about that. Yes, they have really made this tournament a very nice tournament, and we are grateful for their support. And we wish that in future they come very big.
Yeah, they stay with you. Great. So tomorrow at the Accra West Park, just tell us in terms of guidelines, time, if there are some tickets that has to be bought where people can get a ticket.
Yeah. We have tickets. You know, what we do in Accra West is we want eyeballs and we want our people to feel it. So what we do is all those 80 football clubs in Accra West, each team has a 50 tickets.
Okay.
So they'll be coming. That is why you see people in numbers. When you come there, you see it's like a fun fair. All sorts of things are there. When you come and feel it. You see our beautiful ladies in Accra West, and you see the guys, the oldies and the younger ones, you see them. So I'm enticing everybody to come and watch tomorrow because it will be very, very great. Whereas it's the finals, you see. We have the juvenile level as a coach team. We're playing catching razor. The matches will be started from 10. Okay. And then the first matches between Zone 1, Division 1, Zone 1 and Zone 2. Okay. They'll play as a curtain raiser. And after their match, the second match will also come on. That's Premier Zone A and Zone B. You also play a curtain raiser. And then 2 o'clock sharp kick off for the
main final. So at the Accra West District Park in Dansoman, that's where the game will be happening. Liberty Park. The Liberty Park there with a ball. Arsenal's versus Adabraka. It's an exciting game coming up, so you want to make a date there and watch it. So, Mr. Patrick, thanks so much for coming to the studio.
You're welcome.
Mr. Farouk, thanks also for coming to the studio.
You're welcome.
You stay with me. Let's just, that's all I have for you in Prime Sports tonight with me, Razak Musbah. We have more sports stories on myjoyonline.com/sports. Do have a lovely evening. PM Personality Profile is up next.